Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again. So as you all know that Obstagoon CDA have already been there and I hope you already had a really good CDA, but because of the bonuses that were available that day. So of course the team that I'm going to showcase today is going to showcase Obstagoon as well, which just got boosted more and more because of the move of Obstruct over here. So Obstruct is a legacy move that is getting the defense boost and the opponent defense drop, which is guaranteed, which even makes further boosted with the Night Slash boost as well. So if you get the Night Slash boost, attack boost and the defense boost, Obstagoon is kind of unstoppable in this like in the Great League or in the Ultra League meta, even better. So the recommended moveset for this for this Great League and Ultra League is actually Night Slash along with Obstruct, because the raw damage from counters and Night Slash will actually be really good enough. So for pairing up with Obstagoon, because it is weak to fighting pseudo fighters and Charmers as well, so that is the reason I'm actually pairing it up with an anti-fighter, anti-bug, which is going to be my own Noctowl over here, along with a really good neutral generalist safe swap as well, which is going to be Galvantula in this meta, that can handle all the weaknesses for the Obstagoon, making it a good fare overall. So apart from these pairings, overall this team is really well balanced, well rounded, and covered each other's weakness as well. So that was the thought process that I had. So without further more delay into the introduction, let's quickly jump into the battles and check out the boosted Obstagoon as well. So now moving into the first battle against I missed the player's name, so I ran into a Genesect over here. So this is going to be the Genesect in Great League. So this might be the Genesect that was actually up from the special research task, to which they comes back with their own Talonflame over here. So Talonflame is kind of a tough situation to handle, because I will be taking the super acute damage with this Incinerate that is coming from the Talonflame to my Galvantula over here, because I'm part bug. And since I got the shield from my opponent with the lunges over here, and they go for back to back, so I'm happy to double shield and go for switch advantage and go for the hard farm. So since I sneak in one volt switch once again, so before registering the next Incinerate, I'll be getting the knockout for this Talonflame over here, and they comes back with their Scolipede. So Scolipede is not a really great meta Pokemon in this meta, but since I'm loaded on energy right now, so I'll be going for back-to-back lunges over here for the double debuffed and neutral damage as well. Though registered, but since it does so much damage and really good for me, to which now I come back with my own Obstagoon, and this might be a Scissor or a Sludge Bomb, which is neutral, but since it is double debuffed, it barely does nothing to me, to which now the safe swaps again into their own Genesect over here. So Genesect with my Obstagoon over here does not have a really great matchup, because I'll be taking super active rather with this Fury Cutter and Scissor over here, to which now after throwing the Obstruct, I'll be switching back into my Noctowl over here, because now that's how I can do more damage with my own wing attack and this Sky attack, to which now I'll be going for the first Sky attack onto this Genesect, and I get the shield, which is even better, because now from this kind of range they only can throw Magnet Bomb and Scissor, but as I can see the drive over here, it is not chill drive, so they cannot throw Technoblast Ice over here, to which now they will be going for resisted Scissor, which does not do much damage in this meta as well, to which to the Noctowl, to which they tries to catch one move onto their Scolipede, because I hold on to the energy and I will be getting ahead with the next Sky attack that will be just enough to get the knockout for the Genesect and eventually getting the win for the first battle over here. So good game. Moving into the next battle, I pick up a really awesome lead with this Trevenent over here, to which now I think they will be switching back into their own Azumarill over here. So Azumarill is a really great counter for Obstagoon as well, so I'm happy that they came back with it. And for Azumarill, I do have my own electric user, which is going to be Galvantula. So I have to shield up because Galvantula is such a squishy Pokemon for any meta. So they goes for the Hydro Pump rather, so which is really great because now I think I can overfarm quite a bit, and then I'll be going for the next discharge, and that's how I think I'll be winning the CMP tie for the next charge move over here. But if they shields over here, but they lets it go, and now I am in a really good situation right now because I think they will be going for a bait over here with the seed bomb, which I can survive because I am part bug as well, and I'll be going for the neutral, like super effective, not super effective, but it's neutral because of the partial ghost and grass typing, and it does so much damage as well because that will be really great damage from my end because now I can easily come back with my Noctowl over here and get the hard farm on it. I can easily survive any moves because it will be going for Shadow Ball or Seed Bomb, which both are resisted because of my flying and normal typing. To which now they comes back with their own Talonflame over here. So as I've already mentioned, Talonflame is kind of tricky to handle with it because if Talonflame gets the boosted damage through this Pokemons over here, maybe a Brave Bird would eventually one shot any Pokemon over in this meta, apart from Lickitung. So I'll not take that into consideration. To which now I'll be going to let this next charge move go through, which eventually ends to be a flame charge as well, and now I'll be safe swapping into my own Obstagoon over here, and I have to shield because they went for 3 incinerates, and this might be a Brave Bird, which I think is a Brave Bird, and I do give a perfect shield over here. And now from this kind of range I can easily get the hard farm, and they just recognizes their fate and top lives the game over here. So Obstagoon put in so much effort with the Noctowl over here. Moving into the next matchup, I pick up a lead yet again with Talonflame. So I have been recently moving into this matchup frequently, very often into this Talonflame matchup. I think Talonflame is also a good Pokemon in this meta as well because all you have to watch out is for rock or maybe electric over here, nothing else, and of course water. To which now I'll be shielding up this next flame charge, which might be enough to get the knockout for me. To which now I'll be going for the next Sky Attack. So Sky Attack, if lands, will be doing massive neutral damage, but I think they'll be giving up their shield over here, which is really good for me because now I can go for one Shadow Ball over here, and they might not get the hard farm onto me as well. But since they shielded up over here, so I'll be not getting to the next move, and they can easily get the hard farm. So this is really scary because I cannot come back with my Obstagoon over here. So I have to come back with my Galvantula over here and get in some moves over here. To which now, since they overfarmed over here, this is not really great. Because if I shield the first one, which is boosted, and if they can throw onto the next move as well, but they went for the extra farm down. To which now I have my perfect alignment onto my Galvantula over here, to which I can easily get farm down the Talonflame over here. So now they comes back with their own, I believe this is going to be Ferrothorn over here, and I switch out into my own Obstagoon over here. So Obstagoon does not have Obstagoon really have a great matchup against this Ferrothorn because it's part steel, and let's see what they have in the back. So they have got a Swampert in their backline. So I'm not sure why they didn't came back with their own Swampert with my Galvantula matchup. I'm really curious and confused about that. So now I'll be going for the back-to-back Night Lizard over here to get the knockout for this Shadow Swampert over here, which is going to be really nice for me. And that's how I can put so much effort with so much damage onto this Ferrothorn over here with the counter damage, and Ferrothorn is really bulky. To which now we did a CMP tie, but they will be winning over me. To which now they go for the Power Wave, which will eventually get the knockout for me. But I have got loaded Galvantula onto my backline, which just going to sweep the Ferrothorn over here and getting me the win for the third battle here as well. And I believe they recognizes their fate, and I think they top left the game, so that's a bit of lag. So GG's to my opponent, really well played. So now moving into the next matchup, I pick up a lead of Blaziken. So Blaziken is really tough to handle because it is running counter. So Blaziken can easily core break my whole team, because if it is running counter with Blaze Kick and Stone Edge, and it can easily core break my whole team. To which now they comes back with a normal typing, and it's going to be a Gradient, which is even better, because now I can get so much damage with my counter over here, and this is not a great play from my end, because I should have went for the immediate Night Slash to get the to fish for the boost over here, but I did not. So I double up on my Night Slash, which is not the ideal move like strategy over here, which is not great. So I'll recommend to go for the Night Slash as soon as you guys get to it, because that's how you can get boost your energy, boost your damage with the counters as well. To which now I have to go for the next Night Slash for the knockout onto the Gradient, and now I have my own Noctowl over here. So Noctowl, I have to shield up because they might be running Stone Edge, but they actually okay, so they actually bait me with the Blaze Kick, which is not a great thing from my end. And since they're actually running counter and Blaze Kick, I am really scared to come back with my own Galvantula as well. So now my gameplay is to shield up, which is going to be a potential Stone Edge, but they went for the Blaze Kick once again. To which now they comes back with their own Razor Leaf Victory Bell over here, but they did not have any play over here, which is going to be a really great game from my end and from my opponent's end, and GG's. Moving into the next matchup, I pick up a lead with Crustle, and I was not quite sure why I did not recognize that my whole team is actually weak to Crustle over here, because the smackdown damage from the fast move Smackdown is going to just wreck my own Noctowl and my Galvantula over here. To which now I'll be safe swapping into my own Obstagoon over here, which is not a great counter as well, because they might go for super effective Exeter as well. But I intentionally go into my Obstagoon over here because they might think that I do not have a really great answer to their own. I do have a really great answer to them. That is the reason I eventually switch into my own Obstagoon, because that's how I can maintain alignment, and I don't want my backline to see this, my Noctowl and my Galvantula. To which now they gives up both the shield over here, which is going to be really nice, and now I can easily get the farm down with my own Noctowl, and let's see what they comes back with. So they comes back with their own Lantern over here, to which now I'll be going for the neutral Shadow Ball. So Shadow Ball, if lands, it will be doing massive neutral damage, but they goes for the Thunderbolt once before I reach to the Shadow Ball over here. To which now I'll be eventually swapping out into my Galvantula over here, because that's how I'll be taking very resistant damage with the Sparks and the Thunderbolts as well. So this is going to be one more Thunderbolts, but Galvantula is kind of squishy, so that is the reason I'll not put up shield once again, because it is resisted, but I can easily survive that. To which now I'll be going for the resisted neutral lunge over here, which is eventually getting the knockout for this I just really forgot it. For the Lantern, rather, they comes back with their Meganium. So they are really weak in the back to my own to Galvantula and my Noctowl. To which now we did a CMP tie. I don't think we did a CMP tie, so it's kind of offset CMP tie. So I have to be shielding up this Frenzy Plant, because now I'll be reaching to the next lunge in time, because that will just be enough to get a knockout for this Meganium as well, and eventually get the win for the 5th battle over here. So that will be all for this video and this set, which I got a 5-win victory for with Obstagoon, which is definitely more boosted with 3D move. So that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.